Thank you for the kind introduction, Robert. It's really humbling to get an introduction like that, so thank you very much. It's so great to be here tonight in a room among friends, and it truly is a room among friends. Thank you very much, everybody, from the bottom of my heart, for you to be here. It means the world to me. Thank you very much. I look around and see so many community leaders, business owners, advocates, and we're all here tonight because we want Timmins and the Abitibi region to succeed. Thank you, Premier Ford, Ministers Fideli, Minister Rickford, Minister Thibodeau, Minister Romano, for being here tonight for me in this venue. And thank you for your steadfast support for our city. There have been so many members of the government through here over the last few months, I think we could have held a cabinet meeting. Really, we are truly grateful that we finally have a government that not only can find Timmins on the map, but is also invested in the north. You know my history. I'm a mining guy. My career has been centered around mining and the economic opportunities that all resource development brings. I ran for the mayor because I wanted to use my experience to help the people of Timmins. And while I believe that we have made incredible strides together with council, what I learned from my time as mayor is that if I want to really make a difference in the lives of the citizens of Timmins, the best thing I can do is to be their voice at Queen's Park. Every mayor deserves to have a partner at Queen's Park, because we've gone much too long without having an effective advocate at Queen's Park. We know that status quo is not an option for the City of Timmins if we're going to achieve our potential. We have major opportunities here. You've heard me speak about niobium south of James Bay, niobium in Chapleau, rare earths and lithium at Otter Rapids. You've heard me, and you all know about the potential for our precious metal sector just west of the City of Timmins and around us. You're also very much aware of the fact that we've got 10 million acres of arable land in the Great Clay Belt that are waiting to being developed. We've got 135,000 acres of land that have been bought, and that's going to be used for biomass. The potential here is unlimited. We know that our children's future depends on these resources being developed. We know that we want our children to stay and work here in Timmins. We know that we want them to raise their children here and experience the quality of life we have with unlimited opportunities. But we need a partner in Queen's Park. One example. We know that Cote Lake would still be languishing, undeveloped, without the Progressive Conservatives making it happen. For 17 years, it did not get developed until the Ontario PC government, led by the Premier and his ministers, made it happen, and our city turned the corner to prosperity. And additionally, it was instrumental in a milestone development for the opportunities and economic development for the Indigenous communities right here in this room, just to the south of us. It was a fundamental milestone moment. This is just one example of how having the right government can change the fortunes of an entire region. Why am I so passionate about developing our resources in the Cochrane District? Yes, I'm passionate for a better life for our children as our unlimited potential is realized. But we want to offer a better life to every one of our citizens, and that is the only way we can, that is only attainable if we can unlock all the opportunities we have, grow our economy, grow our population, so all our citizens have a better life through economic development. As the mayor and head of our council, we have tackled all the tough problems. No one in this room thought that we would be dealing with COVID when we ran for provincial or municipal office, but we did. And I'm very proud to say that we did so successfully with the help with the Premier and his ministers. When we had to declare an emergency asking for help to deal with COVID, the Premier and his ministers responded, and we are in great shape right now because of that response. And I want to tell you tonight, those conversations were held directly with this government. There was no intermediary. It was with us and the Premier and his ministers. And as usual, the Premier rolled up his sleeves and went to work for the City of Timmins. We're tackling the most difficult and challenging problems that the country and the province has straight on, homelessness, and the opioid crisis. We do not have a municipal budget line to deal with these problems, but we tackle them because we have the moral obligation and the authority to do so. And we exercise that moral authority directly with the Premier and his ministers because we do not have an advocate working from Timmins in power in Queen's Park. I walk by our homeless shelter every single day. I believe we can end homelessness, and our leaders have a plan to make that happen. Brian Marks, as head of the DSEB, is here, and he's instrumental and will help ensuring that happens here in the city in the city of Timmins. And every day I see opioid use. Timmins is a Canadian leader in so many great things, but we're also top in Canada for opioid deaths per 100,000 people. Let that sink in. Let that sink in for a minute. More people die here per capita from opioid overdoses than anywhere else in Canada. And I can't stand it anymore. We have brilliant leaders engaged in this right here in Timmins, dealing with this scourge, and some of them are right here in this room. We've got two doctors, Dr. Sampson, Dr. Bellam here, Kate Fife is here, Brian Marks is here. Who else is here that is dealing with this? Dave Landers is here. And they're incredibly bright, engaged people, leaders within the city of Timmins that are fighting this, and we will win this because we've got the right people here in this room with us, working with us, and with the PC government of Ontario. And if we solve the opioid crisis properly, we solve so many other problems. We improve our healthcare systems. We improve our schools. We improve our local businesses. We improve our social services. But I can do so much more to help to solve these issues as your member of the provincial government. We've seen an influx of Indigenous youth in our communities. They need jobs and the support systems to ensure that they survive and thrive the transition into Timmins and do not end up living on the streets. And I know I have a partner with the PC government in that mission. And this starts with creating economic opportunity. We cannot build a road to real recovery for those who need it most without having a strong, vibrant community to welcome them into. So it starts by unlocking our natural resources, agricultural potential, and manufacturing opportunities. We want to do more than just produce the materials. We want to manufacture the finished goods here and ship them internationally from here. We just need a government to support us in achieving our vision for Timmins and the surrounding region. And that government is the PC government led by Premier Ford. As mayor, as a father and grandfather, I know the challenges that the people of Timmins are facing firsthand. We have champions already in the cabinet. Greg Rickford is here, Vic Fidelli is here, Ross Romano. They're all from the north who know our potential. And we have the strongest ally possible in Minister Thibodeau, who is right there, who is working with us tirelessly on this issue here. But we need an advocate here in Timmins to fully unlock our potential. I'm committing to all of you here tonight that I'll work around the clock to finally bring the prosperity to Timmins that we know is possible and elect a PC government to Timmins. We cannot afford to wait a minute longer. Thank you, everyone, for coming today and for your support.